That's right.
He's fixing to give a charge now. He's fixing to give a charge not only to them, but unto us.
That's right.
Go ye into all the world.
That's right.
And do what? And preach the gospel.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord Jesus.
Preach the gospel.
Thank you, Lord Jesus.
Go in the world and preach the gospel.
That's right.
Folks quoted it for years.
That's right.
But what is the gospel?
Amen.
He said go preach it. But now what is it? What is the gospel? He told us to go preach it. He didn't tell me to preach a man's ideology. He didn't tell me to preach a man's revelation. He didn't tell me to preach a man's interpretation. He told me to preach the gospel.
That's right.
Now what is the gospel? Give me 1 Corinthians 15.
That's right.
Give me 1 Corinthians 15, brother. Start at verse 1. My God, what is the gospel? He told us to go and preach. My God, man, what did he say?
Moreover, brethren, I declare unto you the
I
gospel.
declare to you what?
The gospel.
Wait a minute. He said, go ye into all the world and preach the gospel. Now Paul is breaking down what the gospel it is and said, I declare unto you the gospel. What is it, Paul?
Which I preached unto you.
Which I preached unto you.
Which also ye have received.
Which I preached unto you and what you received.
And wherein ye stand.
And you're standing in the gospel.
Amen.
What is it, Paul?
By which also ye are saved.
You're saved by this gospel.
Amen.
Read it.
If ye keep in memory what I preached unto you.
But you got to keep it in memory.
Amen.
And the only way it's going to stay in your memory, somebody got to preach it to you.
Amen.
Do you hear me talk?
Amen.
What did the book say?
If ye keep in memory what I preached unto you, unless ye have believed in vain.
What is the gospel?
For I delivered unto you
I
first of all
delivered unto you first of all
that which I also received.
what God gave me, Paul said.
Amen.
What did the book say?
How that Christ died for our sins.
Hold it a minute. He's fixing to break down the gospel. He said, Christ died. There you're dead.
Amen.
What else?
Christ died for our sins according to the scriptures.
Notice what he keep going back to according to the scriptures. Notice Paul ain't leaving to his own understanding. He's referring you back to the scripture.
Amen.
Christ died according to the scripture.
And that he was buried.
There you burial. You got your death.
Amen.
You got your burial. My God, did it stop right there, brother?
No, sir.
Did it stop right there?
No, sir.
What the book say?
And that he rose again.
That's right.
Amen.
That's the gospel he told us.
Amen.
That's what God told us to preach. The death, burial, and resurrection of his son.
Amen.
You can hear me talk. That's the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Amen.
And that's what we got to preach. And that's where the power of God is at. Y'all hear me talk. The power of God is in the death, is in the burial, and is in the resurrection of his son. I don't care what folks say. I don't care what's been preached down through the years. I'm talking about what's written. You're going to believe the death, the burial, and the resurrection of Jesus Christ. That's what you're going to believe. Don't you understand? My God, man, if God, look now, if Jesus, the Son of God, didn't get out of the grave, neither can you. Do you hear me talking? If he couldn't get up, you can't get up. Do you understand? When he got up, the Bible said he brought us up with him. Do you understand? If he's still in the grave, my God, when we die, all hope is gone. Do you hear me talking? When he ascended up on high, the Bible said he led captivity captive and gave gifts unto them. He had to get up. Don't tell me the Son of God didn't get out of the grave. You preach that. Do you understand? Because the Bible says he that believeth as the scripture has said. The scripture say he got up. And I got to say what the scripture says. Do you hear me talk? What did it say, brother?
How that Christ died for our sins.
Christ died for our sins.
According to the scriptures.
According to the scripture.
And that he was buried.
And that he was buried.
And that he rose
and
again.
that he got up again.
Amen. The third day.
Just like the scripture said.
According to the scriptures.
That's the gospel there.
Amen.
That's the gospel that he told us to go preach.
Amen.
Go ye therefore to all the world and preach my death, preach my burial, and preach my resurrection. Hallelujah. That's what he told us to preach. Why? Because that's the power of God. Do you understand? That's the power of God. Give me 1 Corinthians, brother. Chapter 1. My God, man, start at verse 18. 1 Corinthians chapter 1 and at verse 18. And give me Romans 1:16. I want to show you, my God, what God's power is. God's power is in the preaching of his son.
Right.
My God, I want to show you where salvation is at. Salvation is in the Son of God. That's where it's at.
Amen.
That's where it's at. 1 Corinthians chapter 1 and verse 18. What the book say?
For the preaching of the cross.
The preaching of what?
The cross.
What is the cross? My God, man, something took place on the cross.
Amen.
A lot of times we want to sing at the cross, at the cross. My God, man, but when you're trying to break down what happened at the cross, folks don't want that. Do you understand? Don't sing it if you don't mean it. Amen. Do you hear me talking? What did the book say, brother?
For the preaching of the cross.
The preaching of the cross
Is to them that perish.
What is it?
Foolishness.
Them that's lost.
Amen.
The preaching of the cross, you always talking about Jesus.
Amen.
I get them emails. I get them calls.
Amen.
Every time I turn around, it's Jesus. Do you have another message? My God, I don't have another.
Amen.
Hallelujah, I don't have another message. It's Jesus. Do you understand? My God, listen to the broadcast next week. It's going to be about Jesus. That's all that. The Bible, all that was written in the law, and in the prophet, and in the Psalms. He said, it's the Son of Him. I don't have another message. You understand? Lo, I come in the volume of the book. He said, it's written of me to do thy will, O God. All the book is written of Him. I don't have another message. I got to preach Jesus.
Amen.
My God, and His resurrection.
Amen.
What did it say?
For the preaching of the cross. Is
The
to
preaching of the cross is to them that perish.
foolishness.
My God, but to us,
But unto us which are saved.
but unto us that got God in us.
Amen.
What is it?
It is the power of
Hallelujah,
God.
God. It's God's power.
Amen.
When I preach it, my God, man, the resurrection of His Son. My God, something stands up in me. Hallelujah, God. My God, the power of God. My God, man, the preaching of the cross is His power.
Amen.
Do you understand? The preaching of the cross, that's the power of God.
Amen.
My God, what Paul said in Romans chapter 1. Here he's saying the cross is the power.
Amen.
My God, give me Romans chapter 1 and that verse 18. What did the book say? Verse 16, what did it say?
For I am not ashamed
Romans 1:16, he said, I'm not ashamed
of the gospel of Christ.
of the gospel. Hold on a minute.
Amen.
Going back to that gospel again.
Amen.
We're back at the gospel where we started from.
Amen.
Go ye therefore and teach all nations.
Amen.
Go ye therefore and preach the gospel. He broke it down that it was the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. He broke that down. Now he's letting you know I'm not ashamed of it.
Amen.
I can echo the same.
Amen.
I said I'm not ashamed of it. I don't care where I go, I can go and preach the gospel. My God, the death, burial, and God knows His resurrection. Do you hear me talking? What did the book say, brother?
For I am not ashamed
I'm not ashamed
of the gospel of
of
Christ.
the gospel of the death, burial, and resurrection. Romans chapter 1, by God, verse 16. Read it, brother.
For it is the power of God.
What is the gospel?
The power of God.
What is the gospel?
The power of God.
Okay, 1 Corinthians said the cross was the power.
Amen.
Here the Bible said the gospel is the power.
Amen.
Jesus rose from the dead. The Bible says He was at God's right hand, showing He is the power.
Amen.
How many powers do you got? It ain't but one. Do you hear me talking? When I talk about the cross, I'm talking about the Son of God. When I talk about the gospel, I'm talking about the Son of God. When I talk about that that's at the right hand of God, I'm talking about the Son of God. The same way. Hear me talking. My God, you can't put a difference between them. Hear me talking. This is God's power. Hear me talking. My God, give me Exodus 15 and 6, brother. My God, man, give me Exodus 15, 6 and Hebrew 1 and 1. My God, I want to show you when He rose from the dead, my God, where He went after He got out of the grave. Exodus chapter 15. My God, man, in that verse 6. Here, my God, prophecy going to go forth concerning something that will be at the right hand of God and how God will look at that. Exodus 15 and 6. What did it say?
Thy right hand, O Lord.
Which hand?
Thy right hand, O Lord.
Notice it's the right hand of God. The right hand. Right hand represents something.
Amen.
Read the book, brother.
Thy right hand, O Lord, is become glorious in power.
It become what?
Glorious in power.
The right hand of God has become glorious in what?
In power.
Corinth said the cross was the power.
Amen.
Romans said the gospel is the power.
Amen.
Exodus, my God, man, prophet is going forth that right hand has become glorious in power.
Amen.
Hallelujah to God. What's at His right hand? Give me Hebrew 1 and 1.
That's Lord.
God, who in sunrise time, and in darkness matters, certain times past, unto the fathers by the prophet,
Having these
having His last days
spoken unto us.
by who?
By His Son.
Hold on a power in heaven and in earth has been given unto me. What the book say?
Who being the brightness of his glory.
What was Jesus?
The brightness of his glory.
Jesus, the Son of God, was the brightness of God's glory. Read the book.
And the express image of his
He was
person.
the express image of God's person.
And upholding all things by the word of his power.
By the word of his power.
When he had by himself purged our sins.
How did he do it?
By himself.
When he by himself. When he by himself. He by himself purged our sins. My God, by himself. He hung on the cross by himself. And purged sin. By himself. Read the book.
When he had by himself purged our sins.
By himself purged our sins.
Sat down.
Where?
On the right hand of the majesty on high.
That's right. That's right.
Why is he on the right hand? He's the power of God. He's God's power. He's the Lamb of God. He's the glory of God.
That's right. That's right.
Hallelujah, God. And he is what God told us to preach. Amen. Salvation is in Jesus.
Amen.
The Son of God. We know it's one God.
That's right.
There ain't no mystery.
That's right.
There ain't no mystery.
That's right.
We know it's one God.
That's right.
But salvation is in his Son.
That's right.
I don't care what nobody can say.
That's right.
Do you understand?
right.
God bless all the old times.
That's right.
But I'm talking about what's written now.
That's right.
Do you understand?
That's right.
God ain't sent me to preach another man's revelation
That's right.
or interpretation. When I stand before heaven, the Bible said the books were open.
Amen.
Do you understand? You better be able to read what you're standing on. Otherwise, then that is no good. I don't care who said it. It's no good. Do you understand? What did the book say, brother?
Who being the brightness of his glory.
He was the brightness of God's glory.
And the express image of his
He was
person.
the express image of God's person.
And upholding all things by the word of his
He
power.
upholdeth all things by the word of his power.
When he had by himself purged
How
our
did
sins.
he do it? By himself.
Amen.
He purged our sins.
Sat down.
When he said it,
On the right hand of the majesty on high.
That's right.
he had to sit there.
That's right.
Because he's the power of God.
That's right.
That's the only body God that got through and by his own divine power.
Right.
My God, man, that he allowed a woman to birth in the earth, but that a man ain't have nothing to do with it. That's God's power. That's God's power. When I see Jesus, I'm talking about God's power. When I preach Jesus, I'm talking about the power of God. Don't you remember, my God, when the angel Gabriel visited Mary? My God had told her she's going to birth the child. She said, how can this be?
That's right.
I don't know a man. How can this be seen that I don't know a man? I ain't slept with no man. The angel had to talk to her and let her know the power. Hallelujah to God. The power of the highest is going to overshadow thee. And that holy thing which shall be born of thee shall be called the Son of God. Hallelujah to God. We got to stick to what's written here.
Right.
My God, the Son of God, that's God's power.
That's right.
Do you understand? My God, the gospel, that is the death, burial, and resurrection of him.
That's right.
And that's where salvation is at.
That's right.
Do you hear me talking?
Thank you, Lord.
I said, that's where it's at.
Thank you, Lord.
My God, some said, well, he ended at the grave, then salvation ended at the grave.
That's right.
Don't tell me that.
That's right.
If he ended at the grave, then the apostles are liars.
Amen.
I said, they're liars.
That's right.
If the Son of God stopped at the grave, then they're liars.
Amen.
That's right.
Give me Acts 22, brother.
That's right.
Give me Acts 22. My God, man, start at verse 5. I want to get Paul on the road, my God, man, to Damascus.
Amen.
A light gonna shine from heaven. And some things fixing to take place.
That's right.
What do the book say? Acts 22 and 5.
As also the high priest doeth bear me witness.
Read it.
And all the estate of the elders, from whom also I received letters unto the brothers.
I received letters, my God, read the book.
And went to Damascus to bring them which were there bound unto Jerusalem for to be punished.
Paul said I was going to Damascus
That's right.
to bring all them, my God, man, that was of that way bound back into Jerusalem.
Amen.
He was on his way, y'all. Read the book.
And it came to pass
It came to pass
that as I made my journey
as I was going to Damascus,
and was come nigh unto Damascus
I came nigh to Damascus.
about noon.
It was around noonday.
Amen.
Read it.
Suddenly there shone from heaven a great light round about me.
Hold it a minute. Where did the light shine from?
From heaven.
A light shine from where?
From heaven.
Read the book.
And I fell unto the ground,
I fell to the ground.
and heard a voice saying unto me,
Hold it a minute, y'all. The voice was coming from heaven now.
Amen.
The voice coming from heaven, y'all. He heard a voice saying unto him,
Saul, Saul,
Saul, Saul,
why persecutest thou
why
me?
are you persecuting me?
And I answered,
What did you say, Saul?
Who art thou, Lord?
Lord, Lord.
Amen.
That's a voice, y'all, coming from heaven.
Amen.
Who is this talking to me?
Amen.
What did the voice say?
And he said unto him,
What did the voice say to him?
I am Jesus of Nazareth.
Hold it a minute.
Amen.
right.
What's he doing up there?
Amen.
That's right.
If the preaching is right, then that's a lie right there.
Amen.
That's a lie. You determine the tone.
Amen.
That's a lie.
Amen.
Because there's a voice coming from heaven.
Amen.
Do you hear me talk?
Amen.
I said a voice coming from heaven.
Amen.
It's from heaven, y'all.
Amen.
And him Saul asked, Who art thou, Lord? And the Lord said, Who?
I am Jesus of Nazareth.
God didn't come from Nazareth.
That's right. That's right.
Don't tell me. Joseph took the baby Jesus and threw in the Nazareth.
Amen.
That prophecy may be correct that he will be called a Nazarene.
That's right.
One spoke from heaven and said, I'm Jesus of Nazareth.
That's right.
I'm talking about what's written.
Amen.
Do you understand? I don't care what they preach, y'all. I'm talking about what's written. Do you hear me talk? You see, when I'm standing before heaven, you got to be in this right here.
Amen.
I don't care about no other man's revelation. I don't care.
Amen.
I'm talking about what's written.
Amen.
Do you understand? Let me tell you something. As I said, even concerning Fifth Sunday Fellowship, I want to get along with all the brothers, but not at the expense of the gospel.
That's right.
Amen. If the gospel calls you to depart from it, then peace be unto you.
Amen.
Do you understand?
Amen.
I got to keep what's written.
Amen.
I'm afraid not to